Order of St. George medallion, black. A phenomenal non-commissioned officer, as you know. I think we got here about the same time. It seemed like just yesterday we were having a discussion in the dining facility about Russian soldiers from eating and how if they didn't eat enough, blood sugar could get low, they could pass out, and the first thing they're going to say is, Drill Sergeant Powell didn't let me eat. So, it seemed like just yesterday, wasn't it?
I think it was.
About 2 years? Yeah, about 2 years ago. But I've had the opportunity to see him grow, see him master this art called the drill sergeant day-to-day business. And he's not just, talk the talk, he's walk the walk, because if you know the requirements for participating in drill sergeant of the year, you can't talk your way out of that one. You got to actually get down and do everything. So, and that's a humbling experience after pushing privates, for a year or so, and then going back and actually doing them. I mean, doing the events versus talking folks through the event. It's a pretty humbling experience. So he did that with great passion and great results, which he was anointed as the 194th Armored Brigade Drill Sergeant of the Year and represented us extremely well at Fort Benning for the MCOE competition. Again, 2 years has gone by quick. He has bride now. We almost lost him, so we managed to keep him in the force so he can continue to do great things. But this is truly what it's all about. Our non-commissioned officers leading the way in each and everything that they do. So we're going to present him with the Black Medallion of the Order of St. George, designed to recognize outstanding non-commissioned officers prior to becoming platoon sergeant. All right? Okay, so Sergeant Major is going to, what we're going to do is knight him. We're going to do this more informal than formal because the XO has your certificate driving around in this vehicle right now. But we're going to knight you and we're going to present you with your medallion. All right? Promise you I won't hurt you. Okay. I hereby knight you into the Order of St. George, Black Medallion.
Well, I'll try to make this brief, or at least as brief as Sergeant Craig made his yesterday. So, brace yourself. I can't start this without thanking First Sergeant first for giving me, and of course, Senior Drill Sergeant Dew. I'd like to thank him at the same time. As we all know in this environment, Senior Drill Sergeant Dew is, he's second First Sergeant. So, both the non-commissioned officers at the top of this troop are the pinnacles of what I want to be when I become a sergeant first class and when I become a first sergeant. The first sergeant takes care of the soldiers, and sergeant first class, he pushes soldiers just like we do. He comes out, he does PT like we do, better than me right now, but not for long. And yeah, right now, but not for long. But he sets the example, and there's no other time in my military career that I've had NCOs that I can look to within my own troop that set such a high example that I truly aspire to. Lieutenant Carter was probably the best commander I've had, being in this environment, and if for no other reason than whenever we start getting down and we start slowing down training, our training starts to suffer because we're not feeling it. Lieutenant Carter never, he never lets that go, and we can all say that. Anytime we're at ARM and Lieutenant Carter doesn't feel like we're meeting the standard, then we're not meeting the standard. We're going to push and we're going to go as long as it takes. And that's when you have to be thankful for that at this level, because at one other time the ACOs run as much as we run here. So Lieutenant Carter there to help us out whenever we're feeling a little weaker, and we appreciate that. Drill Sergeant McDonald helping me become a better man than I was when I met him, and I appreciate him for that. Drill Sergeant Hanson for helping me out in ways that I can't even begin to discuss with you guys. It's He's a brother to me. Josiah Wellman is probably my best friend. Period. I got Josiah DeLeon, who always pushes my soldiers when I'm not around. It's like I'm there when I'm not. And I owe a lot to DeLeon for that, especially this cycle. Josiah Spade, Josiah Bryan, you both know how I feel about you. And then finally, Josiah Smith, who teach me what it means to be a professional. I mean, you cannot frazzle that man. You cannot upset that guy no matter what happens. I think if one private shot at another private, Josiah Smith would have the same tone in his voice when he talked to him. The guy he's unfrazzleable. And that's really something to aspire to be like. Sergeant Major for giving me the opportunities that he's given me, letting me go to brigade and do my work over there, sending me all those citywide trips, letting me represent the squadron like he does. I appreciate that, Sergeant Major. And going to thank him again for. I hate to just echo the same thing Craig says, but I mean, sir, it's true. We talked about it before. It's just so wholly different environment than it was when I showed up here. I mean, the first month and a half I was here, I had Colonel Wick, and I saw that environment versus where we are today. I mean, the problems you were trying to fix when you got here versus the problems we're trying to fix now are like, hey, you guys have your TSP, the proper TSP on site. I mean, that's our biggest concern now. Versus when you took over, I mean, our biggest concerns were our just starts beating privates. So it's a whole different squadron now, sir, and that's all. So I take no credit for anything that I've done. It's all because of the non-commissioned officers and the officers around me, and I really appreciate all that y'all do. So thank you.
It's not drill sergeant.
Matt, I want to see that OCS package for
Not just more.
1,300. Inspection.
Congratulations.
Thank you, sir. That's all right.